In December 2016, I asked Minister Bossano a question about that I believe that government should lead an investigation into Calpe House and into the acquisition of the property, the new Calpe House building, and I was told in no uncertain terms that it was a no, that there was no need for an investigation. And I was also told that government had nothing to do with Calpe House, which now it transpires that at the time that I was given that answer, government had a 51% stake in Calpe House Limited.
So now that the trust, the Charitable Trust, has become a limited company, what further questions does this raise over the way that Calpe House and the purchase of this building have been managed?
The questions are still actually the same. The questions start where we can ask, because we don't have any clarity on things like the true cost and value of purchase and refurbishment, including the professional fees and the commissions paid, the misguided decision for purchasing a grade 2 listed building, which comes with a lot of issues. Why did that building have to be bought, that particular building? Those questions remain. Then there's other questions. For example, the restrictive covenants that were attached to the building. £2.2 million was claimed by the NHS, who had an interest in the building when selling it, to lift the restrictive covenants, causing a delay of almost 46 weeks. Now, how can a building be bought under the false expectations of it being either freehold or leasehold? You would think that a building that costs so much money, that the buyers, or the duty holder in this case, would know exactly the terms of the deed.
And now on the issue of Albert Bohio himself, you raise questions as to what role he's had in the purchase of the building and the management of this purchase.
Yes, I have questioned, because it seems like Albert Bohio is central to this transaction. So I think that, like I said, either we need an investigation to get to the bottom of all these questions and all these discrepancies, or Mr. Bohio himself should be available to answer all these questions and all these discrepancies. But if I may take you back to what I was just saying about the discovery of asbestos, we were told that when you buy a grade 2 listed building, there are many survey restrictions, and therefore that's why they couldn't discover the asbestos then. But if you look at the health and safety executive guidelines, it says survey restrictions and caveats can seriously undermine the management of asbestos in buildings. So again, there are more and more discrepancies coming out all the time. Mr. Bohio says one thing, the guidelines say something else, and in a matter of such public importance, interest and relevance to the community, where we send our sick patients, we should be very comfortable that processes and procedures when it comes to buying a huge building have been adhered to correctly and properly. The purpose of the building was meant to be only for Calpe House service users, and then months later there was a planning application to amend it for other users, not just Calpe House users, to be able to use. So what is it going to be used for, and why haven't we been told about it? And to me, when you see so many people in the community raising money year after year and year after year, and there are so many discrepancies on cost, on procedures, on processes, one really needs to get to the bottom of this, because it's not an issue that can be skirted. And I think that government has a duty now to appoint an independent auditor in order to conduct an investigation and get to the bottom of this.